guys, it's Julia. Welcome back to my channel. Do you want to start YouTube in 2023? I almost said 2022. Why does my ponytail keep going so low? I posted a video the other day, and at the end of the video, when I did the Instagram and TikTok thing, I said something like, what did I say? In case you want to see more of this face, which I don't know why you would, or something like that. And I was like, not like joking as in trying to like actually joking, like I kind of meant it but like in a funny way, like I wasn't actually judging myself. But then someone commented and they said like, oh, don't say that. I was like, oh, I feel so bad now. I love you guys. I think it's probably because the whole video I was talking about how sad I was, so they probably felt bad. But I promise guys, I'm fine, and sometimes I just say stuff like that as I'm trying to be funny, but I realize that some people actually are concerned and I feel bad now, so sorry. So I think I made a video like this in 2020. I actually haven't even watched that video, like I don't know what I said in that video. But even though I don't have a huge following, I have been doing YouTube for almost 6 years. Along the way, I have learned a couple things. So before I begin, I just want to say that most YouTubers you see, especially the ones with like great editing and great content and stuff, whether they're people who edit their videos for them or come up with ideas for them or they work with a group of people, they still started from literally just sitting in their bedroom with 144p quality, doing whatever. Some people deleted those videos, some people started new channels, and some people like me have all of them still public. Now personally, I think it is fun to just start like that. That's the whole fun about being a YouTuber. But if you just want to have a professional YouTube channel or something, here are just some tips that I've, like if you don't want to be one of those funny people, you just kind of want to like have genuine professional content, here are some tips and tricks I learned along the way. I don't know what order these are in, so I might have to go like back and forth cutting, so I don't know. Number one, so we have different, I'll put like timestamps on the screen maybe, because I have frame/look, so basically like how you look in the video and like the angles kind of. Lighting, sound, editing, equipment, and just other suggestions, or really a setup video, but I'm gonna try not make this too long so that you can just watch the whole thing and just get everything I know. Frame and looks. So these are basically gonna be tips. This first section is gonna be tips of like things to do or not do while you're filming. Don't eat during your YouTube videos. Like sometimes you think like, oh, I can just eat like this little cookie, because when you're eating and there's food in your mouth, you're gonna keep swallowing. You're gonna be like, and I think that, and you know, as you do, like obviously when you're filming you don't realize this, but when you're editing you're gonna be like, stop. Like I have done it a couple times and I normally just end up cutting the whole segment out, because then you're gonna keep like swallowing, or it could be stuck in your teeth and you won't notice. I want my ponytail to be higher. Okay, so yeah, don't eat, just don't eat. Chapped lips. This is something I only noticed recently. So my lips, and I hear a lot of people say this, but like my lips are so freaking dry, especially during winter. Right now in Australia it's summer, so it's like not as bad. And you don't have to have any specific lip product. Like I'm not saying you have to put makeup on for a video, but here are some things that probably look gross to see on camera. Whiteheads and chapped lips. Anything else is honestly fine. People are concerned about their acne. Really, the more real you are on YouTube, the more people will like you anyway. So like if you have acne especially, like I know it's something a lot of people try to cover up, like unless you genuinely want to do it for yourself, don't do it for the camera. The only thing I do to myself is like if I have a whitehead that's really obvious, I try to get rid of it before filming, because if it's big, it's really gross to look at. And the other thing is just chapped lips. Like it doesn't matter if you don't have any lip balm on, or like the color of your lips, because that depends. Like personally, I don't like my lips being the same color as my face, so I just put like lip balm or lip gloss on. But like it's not like it's a necessity, it's just up to you. Same with like anything else, like you can do your eyebrows, you can put eyeliner on, like whatever you want. But I'm just saying like chapped lips are not a good look. Nothing that you're gonna keep looking at. Like if you're editing your video or you're watching it back and you keep staring at something in the video, try and fix it for next time, you know? Personally, I've never noticed someone having chapped lips in their video aside from me, and it's annoying. So I don't know if I just don't look at other people's faces enough, or my mom's calling me chapped lips. So I'm not saying that you can't have chapped lips or whiteheads. Like obviously if your quality's bad enough, you probably won't even notice. That's probably why it took me so long to realize. But personally, it was just for me this last year I realized I just don't like having chapped lips, because my lips sometimes are to the point where they literally just, I mean not just me, I know everyone has this, but like, you know, when they're so like dry to the point where they bleed, and it's just gross to look at for me. But I've never noticed it in anyone else's video, so either other people just don't have dry lips like me, or they take care of it, I don't know. Don't move around a lot. See, right now I'm sitting down, but like if you're standing up vlogging, you'll probably just be like, go walk over here and talk, because when you're doing it you don't realize, but then when you're watching you're like, why do I keep moving around, you know? Try and like stay still. Obviously you can use hand gestures and you can walk around every now and then, but like don't like walk, because like the camera's not going to walk with you. Like if you're talking to a friend in real life, they'll just look at you as you go, but like the camera can't really follow you, you know. So just try to just stay put, don't move around too much. Don't, I mean, if you can help it, obviously, like, you know, if you can't help it. Where am I going with this? I know this is like obvious, but please don't feel pressure to do anything in this video. These are all things I learned over time, and I didn't start anywhere near as good as the quality I have now. Certain colors to avoid. So this one is like, I guess it's just up to you. Like if there's any like colors that what did I mean by that? Oh, clothes to avoid. Don't wear stripes on camera, especially not black and white thin ones, because they mess with the camera and it's like, it hurts your eyes to look at. Well, it doesn't hurt, but it's like annoying to look at through the screen. So try not to wear stripes. I know stripes aren't really in right now, so that shouldn't be an issue, but I mean, there's always going to be that one person who probably, not all stripes are an issue. Like I think just mainly the black and white stripes that are like really, that are thin, or like just, you know, just don't wear stripes. It's just a video. You can avoid wearing stripes for one video. Certain stripes are fine if it's like thick stripes like this maybe, and then like one thin one and like another big one, that should be fine. But if it's like the same size, they're about this big on the top, I feel like they're really like bad for the camera. I like to do normally when I'm filming, literally if I'm filming at my desk, I normally always have my little mirror with me. It's over there right now, but I always have it just to check and make sure that like nothing that looks too weird. Or like, yeah, earrings is upside down, you know, just little things that really don't matter if you're watching, because you're gonna be like, oh look, her earring's upside down. But it's just nice to know that like everything's to your liking, which I'm not gonna say that everything I've ever posted is, because I look at some of my videos from last year and I'm like, I would wake up and say, I don't care how I look on camera. But there's a difference between not caring what other people think and genuinely looking like a bag of trash. Like, I think there was one video I did where I had like, my hair was in like a low ponytail that had been like overnight. I had one piece of hair and I had like, I don't like saying the word because it's so gross, but an ulcer in my mouth. I had multiple actually. I'm very prone to them, but like it's just gross. Like you don't need to tell the camera that. And I think I literally said to the camera, I have, like maybe like, oh, I've got this big pimple today, you know, which is like fine because it's funny. But if you literally say like, oh my god, look at all my pimples, like that's kind of. And I know I've done that before. I know I've said things like that and I really wish I cut them out. It's not about me becoming more self-conscious. It's just the fact that I literally looked bad. It's not like me saying I looked terrible once I like got ready. Like it's just, I literally wouldn't get ready at all. And I did look bad. Like I'm not trying to judge myself here. Like I genuinely just didn't even try to look presentable. You wouldn't even show up to school the way I posted some videos. Posture, that's another thing. See, if I'm just like talking like this, it's kind of like whatever, you guys don't really care, but it's like it's just nicer if you just, you know, sit up, especially if you're doing a talking video like this. Obviously if you're vlogging, that's not really gonna matter because you're not really talking to the camera and in one spot for too long. But like, yeah, just kind of try and sit up and, you know, just, you know, or like don't put like this and put your legs up, you know, like, but I feel like that's kind of common sense. I don't know, I'm just, don't talk while doing things. This is a big one. Sometimes if I'm tidying my room, as I'm like picking up something, I'll start talking, but then when I'm editing, I'm like, oh, why didn't I just like pick that up and then keep talking? Or like sometimes I'll press record and before I actually sit down, I'll be like, hi guys, it's Julia, instead of going, hi guys, you know. So it's kind of like, just wait a second. Or if you're doing something that you're gonna do in the video but you kind of want to put it in time lapse, like don't say it as you're doing it. Or like say it again after you've done it so that when you're editing you can decide which one you want. Or sometimes like a loud noise happens when you're saying something and the camera doesn't pick up the two separate audio, so you can't really understand what you're saying. But while you're filming, you don't realize that that's gonna happen. So you're kind of just like, you just keep talking, but then you're like, oh dang it. And sometimes it's fine, you can just write it on the screen or insert another clip of you just saying what it was. Or people can figure it out depending on the next words you say. But I don't know, that's just something you can think. Like sometimes if there's background noise, when I say like, there's a lawnmower or whatever, I'm just like, what are you cutting? There's not even any lawn there. And you know, that's kind of funny. But you could also kind of just wait a second for it to stop for the next clip if you want. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna forget things. Like I literally wrote this down. I never write down anything for my videos because I hate planning, but this one had to be planned. This one is probably not gonna relate to normal people, but every now and then last year I would get really bored and I had this like blue lipstick, and just for fun I would like try to do like looks with it. Like I just put it like, I'd draw like tears with it, I'd put it on my lips and I'd just be blue. When I wiped it off and cleaned it, it would still leave my face kind of green or a bit blue. I filmed the video, which I'm so glad I didn't post, because If I still have it, I might show you guys like a quick little clip, but I just had like blue smeared everywhere. I was just wearing my pajama top, like it was just so weird. If you have a blue slushy or one of those blue push pops or anything that'll make your tongue or lips a different color, don't film a video that day or after it, unless it's like a vlog, as I said, like maybe we're at a Disneyland or something and just having something that colors your tongue, I don't know. But like, if I just had a blue slushy right now, my tongue would most likely be blue and I'd be sitting here and talking and you guys would be like, why are her lips blue? Like, you know, it just doesn't make sense and it's like kind of gross. Okay, I think that sums up maybe like for the frame. Oh, also obviously the background, you guys can put whatever you want in the background. Right now I've got my corkboard and my calendar, and no, you can't see, there's a little mirror up here as well, but you can't see that. But I mean, you don't really need like a proper one. Like I didn't set this up for my videos, it just happens to be here and I was like, oh, this is a nice spot to film. Okay, next up is lighting. Don't use warm yellow, ever. Don't, like, I think in a couple videos in the past I used to use it because it was like winter and I wanted it to look a bit warmer. But especially if you have yellow light bulbs or just warm white, don't, please, like I have them and I know I'm gonna get white ones as soon as I can. We just haven't gone to that yet. Right now I'm using my ring light and as you can see the coloring is really nice, but if I put it to yellow, it just looks really bad. Like everything is yellow, everything is orange, and it doesn't look good. You can put it in between. This is kind of a way in between if you really don't want just white. Personally though, I prefer the white because it just brings like you can see every color. If I make it yellow, everything has this like what's it called, like a cover, not a cover, like a layer of yellow on top, or orange, and it's just like, that's not even that bad. But if you use like the actual lights, which I don't even want to show you right now because it's so ugly, like orange lights, yellow lights, warm white lights, no. Try to use a white, if you have any room in your house that has white lights, which I'm assuming most houses these days would, but this house was built in the 90s, that's why it's like still got them. Just try and use white light as much as you can. Obviously if you have a ring light that's better, but like listen, this is what it looks like without the ring light. Hang on, let me turn it off a sec. Oh, okay. That actually kind of looks pretty cool. Wait, I like this. Obviously my blinds are closed right now because we're having work done on the, like, this is like scaffolding. They're like painting the roof or something. And I don't want them to see into my bedroom because my window is very big and they could easily see me. Even this is like not even the worst thing. Like I genuinely do like this right now. Like I know golden hour is good and all, but like for a full YouTube video, it's not nice to stare at a thingy. Oh, wait. When you're filming, look at, like, not every camera has a little viewfinder, but look at the lens, at this thing. Don't see, if I look at the screen right now, I'm looking at the screen right now, I'm looking at myself, but this is me looking at you now. And it's like when people look at like this and they just talk the whole time looking at this, it's so annoying because it's like you're just looking right next to me. It's like, no. So try and look at the lens. Obviously the first few times you do that you might like forget, and it's okay if you're like doing a makeup look to just look like there for a second. And obviously as you're setting up before you start recording, like that's fine. But like for the main part, if you're doing a talk video like this right now, please look at the lens because it, you know, it doesn't really, it depends like how much you look at it, but some people like they literally lean like this, and that's annoying because they're just looking at themselves and they're not looking at the lens, and it's annoying for you guys. Back to lighting. LED lights, they look really fun and swag. I have these, where did I get these? Are from Kohl's because I kept buying ones from eBay, like the video I did last year where I bought them from eBay. And so those ones had like the ones I did a video for, they have like a black base, and I didn't like that against my room, so I gave those to my brother. And then I bought more ones I got other ones from eBay a few months ago when we moved here, like a few months after we moved here. And they literally, I still have the remote. Look at how cool these were. Look at all the options I had. But they stopped working after like a few times. So now I have, I have these ones now, which are from Kohl's. And they work really well. It's from my grocery store, so eBay was trustworthy. I love eBay, but not LED lights. They just... Also, all the ones I had to buy online, I could buy online, except for literally just this one I bought. They all required the app, which is fun, but it's annoying because I have to have my location on, and I didn't like that. So these ones just have a remote, and there's not that many options, so it's like nothing too critical. It's just easy to use. Match the top with... sorry. I like to match the LED lights with my top when I'm doing that. But I was gonna do red for this video because it's like a YouTube guide kind of thing, but my red top I don't know what happened to it. So I'm wearing Fresh Love today. So you don't need, oh my god, no! My computer's been on this whole time. Oh my god, no. I can't believe I literally just went against my own like tip. Okay, so microphone is probably the last thing I'd suggest getting among, like, you know, when you think of equipment like camera, tripod, ring light, but we'll get to that later. Microphone is something you definitely don't have to start with unless you want a whole professional setup, because audio on like phones these days is pretty good, and lighting you can do with like, what am I talking about? Background noise. One thing I definitely learned was air cons, like air conditioners. They are terrible. Like, even if you're hot and you've got the aircon on, or you're cold and you have the heater on, just film in a different room or turn it off for a bit, because it's actually so irritating. Like that computer noise in the back that's been the whole video. I can't believe it. It literally had a video on tips, and I have obviously filmed videos with the heater, with the aircon on, but it's normally not for longer than like 10 seconds, or if it's me just walking past it, you know. So yeah, and especially in the car. I've never filmed a video in a car with like the aircon on, but I have seen other people do it a little bit, like accidentally turn it on for a second, and it's very loud to the point where you can't hear anything. So yeah, and to realize that there's no background sound, just stop for a second and just listen. There's like a slight noise coming from the computer now, but it's like barely, like you can barely hear it. But what you probably heard throughout the video before, which I'm hoping you didn't, but you might have, was the computer being on. I just turned it off now. It was on because I was saving a video I edited, and I left it on after as well. But if you have a good camera, the audio is already going to be good, and the lighting you can kind of just do with like natural lighting at the least. So like you don't even need, like, the only thing I'd suggest is a camera for like starting, which I know sounds like obvious, but a lot of people think it's like better to have a ring light before the camera. But like the camera will naturally have better quality for everything. So, you know, editing. So editing has become very like chill these days. Like a lot of people don't have an intro, don't have an outro, don't have background music, don't have little sound effects. And that's honestly, in this day and age, like it used to be like, you know, the more music, the more sound effects, the better. But that's also the scary part, because you don't know, you could get copyrighted and get claims, and I've gotten a couple in the past, and I've never gotten a strike, but if you get 3 strikes, your YouTube channel gets deleted. So, you know, I think I have this one song I use. It's from one of those copyright free things on YouTube. I don't know what it's called, I don't remember, but I use it in like the background of most of my videos when I use music. But it is a very vlog type thing, and recently I've noticed so many YouTubers aren't using music anymore, like big YouTubers. So I've kind of stopped as well, because I don't like risking the fact that I could get a copyright claim, because once you do it, deleting the video isn't going to make a difference. Like you'll still have that on your channel. So rather be safe than sorry. And if you like watch certain YouTubers, you can just like listen for a second and listen to the background music. And honestly, if there's multiple people in your video, you don't even need music, you know. Like I don't know, it just really depends on the video you're doing and who you're doing it with, and like it's really hard to find the right music. And YouTube does have an audio library, but I looked through it last night, and a lot of them are just like I don't know, they're such specific musics for videos. So I would say music is not a big deal, really. Sound effects you can use, I mean, they're like whatever. And then, you know, overlays, you could have writing come up. Personally, I don't have an intro right now. I do want to make one for 2023, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. My 2018 one was like clips. I made it halfway through 2018, and I used like different clips from that year and the year before, I think. And then for 2019, that one's my favorite intro I ever did. I did this little thingy where I would run around and like take a selfie, and then because back then I used to post Italian and English videos, swing the flags. That was really cool. For 2020, I remember I filmed that when we went to film the TGA vlogs video. I was just like sitting, I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like my 2021 because I don't like the FaceTime. I was like I don't like it. It was kind of cringe, but yeah. And then 2021, I really liked that intro. That was probably my favorite. And then last year, I just never got to making one because I just didn't have any time. But yeah, you can have intros, outros, whatever. I've been talking for so long. Camera suggestions. Okay, camera, again, literally just start with your phone. Any camera you already own, your phone, your tablet, whatever you have. just use that. But if you're looking to upgrade, you can use any camera you want. Most YouTubers these days are using a Canon EOS Mark II. I don't know what order that's said, but that's the camera that I have. And it's not cheap, but it's not like super expensive. Like if you're a full-time YouTuber, it definitely is worth it. For vlogging camera, I've noticed a lot of people use the G7X camera, which is also Canon, and that's the one I was gonna get for vlogging, but it's out of my budget currently. But I will get that as soon as like I do more like travel vlogs. Aside from the fact that the camera I use right now is like, it's small and light, but it's like too big to film in public. Like it's very obvious. And also I don't like traveling with it a lot because it's like, it's not really compact. It's like, it's still got a lens and everything, and I'm scared if something could happen to it. So I do want to get a vlog camera eventually. And yeah, most YouTubers just have a camera and a vlog camera. Obviously if there's multiple people in the channel, they'll have like multiple cameras, but if you're just a one person, or like not like, I don't know, like it's fine, one camera is enough. So now I'm going to tell you guys about the equipment I have and use. So the tablet I started my YouTube career on, I still have. I think it's in the other room, I don't know where it is right now, but yeah. Then I filmed on my old phone for a bit, which was a Samsung J5, was it J1? No, it was J1. Yeah, J1. And that was like, the whole phone was literally 4 gigabytes, which is hilarious because at the time, and I had it for 4 years. Like I had no apps. I literally had WhatsApp, I think Instagram I had like just gotten before I had to get a new phone. Then I got this little camera which my cousins gave me. My cousins, my aunt and my uncle. I don't remember the name of it, but it was really good for its time. And fun story, I dropped it lens down once from like this height, which I've probably told the story before. If you were a fan from 2018, you'd know. If you go see my New Year DIYs video, I think it was the 2018-19 New Year. That's the video where I was making slime and I dropped it during the slime thingy. And then like a few days later, it had this black smudge on it. And I was like, and for like a whole month straight, I was able to hide it very easily. Like I remember this one video my brother and I did. It was called like dress up challenge or something, I don't really know, something like that. And we were sitting on the couches in Italy, and on the red couch I was sitting on, I put like this black pillow on top, like, and it was like hidden perfectly. And then like every time like I was filming a video, I tried to have like a black something to cover it, because like, and it was like perfectly camouflaged. And you want to know how I got rid of it? I dropped the camera lens down. I had tiles in my room in Italy. Lens down from the tripod, so like about 1.50 meters, like from here to the ground, and I was like, oh my god, like, because I was taking it off the tripod, I think, or putting it on. I think I was taking it off. Yeah, and it fell lens down, and I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be shattered, because it was a really tiny lens. I still have it, it's at my grandma's house. But I looked at it and it was not shattered. I turned it on, the black smudge was gone. And this was like within a month. Like it was so insane how like it all just happened. And then I got this, sorry, before I got, so I brought that to Italy and I brought it back here. But you know what's funny? It had a waterproof housing thing. Is that what it's called? A waterproof case or something? I don't know. And I left that in Italy. Anyways, I had that camera here. And at the time, I was using my mom's old photography tripods, and they were so bulky and stuff, and they were actually both broken. Like, they wouldn't stand upright. They would be, like, on an angle for the camera to be straight. Like, it was so weird. So then she was like, I'm getting you a tripod when I hit 150 subscribers, and this is the one I still have now. I think she got it for me in 2019 when we moved here. It's a Manfrotto one. I don't know the exact name of it, but she's beautiful. And I did buy it in a vlog. Did we buy it the same time as the camera? It might have been in the same vlog. I think it's called Is This My Last Video? Which, that's not clickbait because it was my last video with that camera. So then I got this camera, which was $850. But listen, my mum offered to pay that because I obviously didn't have any money. But I think we found it for like, it was like 950 or 1,000 or something, and then we match priced it with somewhere else and we got it for 850, which is like really good. And I've had this since 2020. I've almost had it for 3 years, which is insane. And I love this camera so much. There's nothing bad, oh god. There's nothing bad about this camera at all. It's like, I love everything it does, and it's easy to use. Sounds like I'm crying. Yeah, so don't, like, if you're like, oh, I need to go get my camera. Like, don't run up the stairs and grab your camera, because then you're gonna be like, behind the camera if you're filming, or if you're talking, be like, and then, cause And you know, you can just hear you're puffed out, and you might also look red, like I don't know. So just some random tips I have. I don't know if I like summed up everything. This ring light, 2 of the panels of the ring light fell off, so the light's like that much brighter in my face, and it's giving me a headache. If not, I can always make a part 2. If you enjoyed this video and you want to start a channel, go ahead, go for it, sis. You can leave a like and subscribe if you would like, and I also have TikTok and Instagram where I post most days, and I post every Tuesday and Friday, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!